Bad news? Yeah, I'm dying, chat. I'm dying in the dungeon, they told me. When I signed up this time, they were like, hey, do you want to do like I think I spoke about this on the stream one time, Mouse. Oh, but they were like, hey, do you want to do like the super expensive Giga package? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, fuck it. Let's find out everything. They were like, it's like, I think normally it's like $100. They were like, if you pay like $300, you can get a test for everything. I was like, ah, it, why not? May as well find out if I'm dying now, as opposed from like 3 years from now. I was like, yeah, sure, how bad can it be? Turns out, it's not fun. I highly regret it. Oh god, I had to do so much shit that I was like, oh god, I don't ever want to do this ever again. Did I do the MRI? No, I didn't do the MRI. That was an additional $100 if I want to do the MRI, and I'd have to wait around. And I was like, I don't want to wait. I was like, I'm 27. I don't think I need an MRI. No insurance? That's with insurance. Yeah. $300 is nice. Yeah, it's, what do they do? So, one thing that I'd never done before, by the way, I have no idea what the f they were testing for. Off the stuff, I had no idea what I was being tested for. They did like an ultrasound, which I've never done before. They're like ultrasounding my stomach for ages. They're like, shit, what the fuck's going on there? Shit, he's got a little demon inside of him. Tummy gel? I was like, shit, I'm expecting W's. Pregnant? Pregante? Yeah, I asked her because I didn't know what the f I was doing. I walked in and she was like, all right, lie down. And she put the gel on me and I was like, oh, nani kore? Then she said something I didn't understand. It's just Japanese I'd never heard in my life. And I was like, oh, ako-chan desu ne. And she did not laugh. I was like, all right. Not the crowd. Too much testing is not good. Oh yeah, I know. I just thought it'd be a fun experience to see what's up. Don't sweat over the numbers. For me, it was more like, I just want to see what it's like. It was so interesting because, you know, I'm a streamer YouTuber, so I have the ability to be like, I don't need these two hours in my day. So I was like, all right, sure, let's just do it. And when I got there, so I've done the, if you will, chat, I've done the economy health test. I've done now I've done the premium economy of health tests in Japan. And then the economy, they didn't try to upsell me on anything. When I got there to this desk, they were trying to upsell me on everything. Well, dude, I mean, if you want to do we got this other test that we could do. And I was like, dude, you guys are upselling hypochondriacs. You're like, well, I mean, you might have got to see it. There was one thing that I was kind of like, I should actually, that one sounds kind of fun. There was the one where you could see if you were allergic to anything. I don't think I'm allergic to anything as far as I know, but then I thought, maybe there's something weird, or maybe something I'm allergic to so mildly that I don't even realize, and I just power through. So I was like, okay. I thought about it, but I was like, I don't want to sit here and add this on because I feel like this is gonna, I don't know how long this is gonna take, and I just didn't want to do it. So I ended up being like, I'm good. And then the one thing that I had to do that I did not with was they made me like swallow barium, which I'd never done in my life before. The woman was super nice about it, and then, okay, chat, here's a thing you gotta do, all right? In Japan, there's only one phrase that scares me. There's only one phrase that if you hear this phrase, you're about to have the worst time in your life. No matter what happens in Japan, if you hear this sentence, or this word, you gotta run. If you ever hear the word gamanshite, it means to bear, or like to just like power through. Always, whenever they say that, it's just going to be the worst time that follows. You ever heard the word gamanshite? It's a very common Japanese, like, well, not common, but like, I don't know, it's like, British people, we just say, get on with it. But they always say it when the worst shit is about to happen. And she was like, yeah, so you're going to want to burp so bad. She's like, do you know what the word burp is in Japanese? I was like, I Googled it like 2 seconds. I was like, yep, I know what it is. She's like, whatever you do not burp. I was like, okay, sure. How bad can it be? So they gave me this like glue-like substance, and I drink it. And I was like, all right. And then in 2 seconds in, I was like, oh, fuck, I really got to breathe. Burp. I got to burp so fucking bad right now. Holy f. She was just like, powered through. Do not burp, whatever you do. And I was like, oh god, oh god. And they start like rotating me. To get my stomach. I guess it's to like test if I have stomach issues, which to be fair, I feel like I wanted to do anyway, because I have had like, probably because of the amount of spicy food I ate. I was like, you know what, fuck it. I should probably find out if my stomach's fucked up. And then if I don't have anything, cool. I got folded. Yeah, I did get folded. Like a scan? Yeah, I think they do some kind of scan on your stomach. They like rotate you so like this barium lines your stomach entirely, and then they like, don't fucking burp. And I was like, okay. So then, yeah. What if the Giga package include colonoscopy? Well, this is where I f***ed up. I didn't book it. I asked like my agency to just help me out with it, and they were like, what do you want to do? I was like, I'll do it all. And then like, they were like, all right, here's all the things that we're going to test for. And then I realized right before I got there today, I was like, wait, they said what we're testing for, not what the test is. I was like, oh, okay. This is bad. This could be bad. I didn't ask what the test could be. Like, we could test for, like, arm pain by cutting it open. Like, I feel like I should have asked what was the test, not what are we testing for? It's not my agency's fault. I should have asked, because I was doing the health checkup. But my main reasoning, there's two reasons why I was like, give me the upgraded package. Let me test for all the weird shit. So I was like, one, I thought it'd be a great story for Trash Taste, which I think it will be. And two, why not find out? Because I feel like I would never check this in the UK. I was like, you know what? I should probably just check it. You know, I should find out. Why not? Let's find out. The content. Dude. Well, now Gaunt will know. Gaunt will know, and Jerry will know, because they've been through the basic. I'll explain to them what happens in the premium deluxe. They'll be like, what the fuck? And then they gave me, okay, yeah, chat. And then they gave me laxatives. They were like, all right, so you gotta shit the barium out. I was like, what? And she handed me a little piece of paper in English that was like, if you still are constipated in 5 hours, take more laxatives. I was like, oh, okay. I've never taken laxatives in my life. So this is my first time taking laxatives. And that was interesting because I asked her, because it takes me about 30 minutes to get home from where I was. I was like, so like, what's the cooldown on this? Like when I chugged this, how long I got? She was like, oh, like an hour. I was like, all right. Okay, I think I can make it back in an hour. And then I took it right away because they told me to take it. And I thought, like, I've never taken a laxative in my life, so I didn't know. All I hear about is people in like movies who take it, and then they like violently need a shit. And I was like, okay, well, dude, you have to do so many tests, but you do it in a quick amount of time. So like, for preface, before I did this test, the doctor consulted me. They were like, hey, you ever done this before? I was like, nope. I was like, they're like, okay, when was the last time you shit? And okay, she'd asked me a million questions that I just about understood, and I felt so good in Japanese. And the one question I didn't understand was she was asking me, when was the last time I took a shit? And I asked her, I was like, I'm sorry, could you use easier Japanese? And she goes, unko. And I was, okay, this morning, asa, kyo asa. I was like, okay. She was like, okay. So yeah, I had to like, to preface this, she was like, I don't know why she was asking me when was the last time I shit. I think it was like, see if I was constipated for this thing. No idea why. And then after I took it, I got home. I was like, oh, I feel like this is like whatever. And I was waiting because I wanted the stream, but I was like, I was waiting. And then literally like 10 seconds after sitting down, I was like, oh Lord, oh holy moly. It was like an instant like gut punch of shit. Like it was like from zero want to need a toilet, absolutely zero to like full on 100% get to the toilet in the next 10 seconds. I've never had that in my life. It was like a biblical level of punishment. I'd never had that. It's always like even like you get like a 5-minute warning. You know what I mean? I just came from a YouTube channel. Okay, well, this is like a bad time to join. So quick. Yeah, it was instant. It was scary. Well, I mean, when you know it's coming, you're like, all right, well, I plan around it. Why do they give me a laxative? I think normally I Googled this. Apparently you don't normally get a laxative for that procedure, but I guess in Japan, it's probably just like a precaution that like, we don't want to risk you being constipated. Just shit out the barium. The barium didn't taste bad though. I felt like, honestly, maybe I'm too used to British food. They handed me this barium and I was like, you know what? I could drink this. You know what? I could casually drink this. The barium was okay. Didn't taste bad. I honestly think that being British gives you a buff for when it comes to having to drink or swallow things you don't want to. Casual barium. Just casually drinking barium. They like moved me. I had to like go on this table and the table would like rotate around. They also did another thing that, because they do these like, they make you do these like visual and hearing tests, which basically, you know, it's so weird because I never thought about this. Obviously in Japan, right? They don't, you know, we have the when you go to the optician, they'll be like, read out the letters. Obviously that doesn't work in Japan. They don't have letters. So what system have they devised? They have circles, right? Where 1/4 of the circle will be empty. And you basically, it keeps getting smaller and smaller and you have to keep saying which like direction of the circle is empty. You know what I mean? Because they don't have like ABC. They're not like read out the chart, right? And I think doing like a katakana or whatever is like hard. They make you do that, and we do that every time. But this time, because I paid for like the premium one, they took pictures of my eye. Like they made me put my eye on a thing, and they took. By the way, all these tests, by the way, all done in like an hour. I did like 15 tests in an hour. So I did like a thing like this. I think it's to check for like glaucoma or some shit like that. No idea. And then they did this thing that I've never done in my life. Chat, maybe someone knows what this is. It was one where I put my eye on it, and they blew like air into it or something. I was like, what the f this? And I was like, holy shit. And the woman started laughing at me. That's the pressure. Yeah, I shouldn't see my eye pressure, right? I've never had my eye pressure checked. No, never. Never tested that in my life. That's normal, by the way. What's my vision at? 20/20, baby. I've had perfect vision my entire life. That's not fair. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This is just depressing because you're just waiting to hear about how one part of your body starts sucking. Did you do a hearing test? Yeah, I don't know what it is in other countries. Where you wear a big headset, whenever you can hear it, you just click the thing. And I'm just like spam it because I'm like, I hear everything. Beep, 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 beep. The worst part is about these testing places in Japan. It's not the worst. It's probably very good. Is that they show you the last time you came here, the results for every test while you're doing it. I'm watching my blood pressure, and I just saw how good it was. And it's gone up like slightly, not like crazy, but I'm like, God damn it, I had a PB in it. How do I get back to that PB? Same with weight. Last time I was 2 years ago and I've gained a bit of weight. Not like crazy amounts, but just enough where you're like, God. There's a part of my brain that's like, you know what? Maybe if I did get this disease, maybe my body would just beat it and I just wouldn't know. And I would live happily ever after never knowing. But the reality of the fact is that if I probably had something wrong, I should probably know and get it treated.